friends, it's me, Miss Conley. I have a big fish tank at my house with lots of fish inside of it. Do you see all of my fish? These fish are called guppies, and I love having guppies as pets. But today, we're going to read a story about a friend who does not like having a pet fish. This story is called Not Norman. When I got Norman, I didn't want to keep him. I wanted a different kind of pet, not Norman. I wanted a pet who could run and catch, or one who could climb trees and chase strings, a soft furry pet to sleep on my bed at night, not Norman. All Norman does is swim around and around and around and around. This is it, Norman, I decide. I'm trading you for a good pet. Norman doesn't move. Not even a fin twitches. How can I trade him like this? No one will want a sorry-looking fish in a gunky bowl. When I drop Norman into his nice clean bowl, he starts dipping and flipping and flapping his fins around. He looks so goofy. I have to laugh. You see the fish? He's jumping out of the bowl. Don't think that just because you made me laugh, I'm going to keep you, I tell him. Tomorrow, you're out of here. Norman blows a stream of bubbles. Bloop, bloop, bloop. The next day, I take Norman to school with me. If I talk him up real good during show and tell, maybe someone will want him. On the way there, I see my friend Austin. Austin has a real cool dog and 7 puppies. Want to swap one of your pups for Norman, I ask? Who's Norman, asks Austin. My goldfish, I say. By the time I rescue Norman, half his water is gone. The dogs are drinking his water. I'm sorry, I tell Norman when we get to school. I'm really sorry. He just stares at me, all googly-eyed. Look, he's filling his water back up. Finally, it's my turn to show and tell. Just as I start to talk about my goldfish, Emily shouts, "Jenny's gone! Who let my snake loose?" Uh-oh, do you see her empty container? Do you see the snake anywhere? I don't see it. Everyone is running around. They are so scared and panicked. They're looking for the snake. He says, "Does anyone want to hear the story of how I got Norman? Does anyone even ask to hold his bowl?" No. They're all jumping and screaming and chasing the snake. Not Norman. He's looking right at me. Thanks for listening, I tell him. Look, does he look happy or sad? That afternoon, we go to my music lesson. As soon as it's over, I'm taking Norman back to my pet store. I take out the tuba and I begin to play. Boom, 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 boom. I glance over at Norman. He's swaying back and forth. Glug, 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 he mouths. Look, Norman's singing, I say. Pay attention, snaps Maestro, and try to play the proper notes. Look, Norman's singing along with the song. Maestro makes me stay for extra practice. By the time I leave, my lesson is over and it's too late to go to the pet store. Don't think that just because you like my music, I'm going to keep you, I tell Norman. He glugs. That night, I'm sound asleep when screech, screech. What's that noise? Screech, scratch, screech. Yikes, there's something at my window. And then, out of the corner of my eye, I spot Norman. He isn't scared. He isn't swimming in circles either. He glugs and gives me a little wave. I'm not alone. Together, Norman and I slide open the curtains. It was just a broken tree branch. Thanks for watching out for me, Norman. On Saturday, I take Norman to the pet store, just like I said I would. I look at the cats and dogs and snakes and birds. I look at the hamsters and mice and lizards too. They all look like good pets, but they are not Norman. When I got Norman, I wasn't sure I wanted to keep him. But now, even if I could pick any pet in the whole wide world, I wouldn't train him. Not Norman. The end. Thank you so much for listening to my story. I miss you guys so much, and I'm so excited to see you when we get back to school. Goodbye.